and then I've got like after 1 and 2 years. So before we start, I want to know what like you guys are working on, so I know what the exam is for. So I know what you're working on, so just announce it for the like, class or whatever.
Oh, that's for the class. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a mass snap photography business, and the way that I'm bringing value to students is by giving them affordable photography instead of more expensive photographers.
I like
And
that.
it's specifically for social media, so to get them better profile pictures on LinkedIn and Facebook and dating sites.
So, all right, my friend, why'd you show up, my good friend?
Just trying to get info. Nothing in particular. If the topic seemed interesting, I'm just here to listen.
All right, how about you?
I'm working on a project discovery platform that will let open source developers and people who use Kickstarters a better way to keep their progress updates.
Collaborate and progress updates?
Yes.
Joe, what are you working on, my good friend? Not much. You just want to learn about this topic? All right, all of you work here, so I guess you guys are just here to support. I like that. Friends of the Launchpad. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of get started, all right? So I'm going to break it down. All right, so I'm basically going to show you marketing strategy tips and tricks. I'm not going to show you how to make a Facebook page. I'm not going to show you how to do a Twitter or a cool Instagram. I'm basically going to show you the bare bones of a marketing plan and how you should think about building your own marketing plan for your product, your service, your business. Whatever it is, these are kind of like the first steps, the first ingredients you put together when you want to cook up a marketing plan. So the first marketing ingredient is about like 5, and I'm going to go through them all. Okay, the first one is your identity. The first thing you need to know to start off a marketing plan is you have to have an identity, who you are and what you sell. It's pretty simple. So if I was like a Jedi, I would say I am a Jedi. I sell safety to the intergalactic spaces. All right, that's what I am. That's what I sell. But even though you know what you are, it's kind of your mission statement, what you do, your purpose, you still need to know why do you exist, your brand. Now, this is kind of the first things that you get when you start a marketing plan. You always got to know what you sell, what you do, and you figure out your brand. After you figure out this once, you don't ever have to figure this out again. But branding is really important, so ask yourself, why do I exist? The next thing you need to have for a marketing plan, the next ingredient is some goals, right? Dream big, start small. So I was talking to this guy, I don't know what it was, but I was talking to this guy, and I was like, what do you want to do? He's like, I want 1 million sales, 1 million users, right? So I was like, cool, dope, that's an amazing goal, dream big. How many to get next week? He was like, all right, 10 million. I'm like, okay. All right, no way to get 1 million, but how are you gonna get next week? He's like, 5. I'm like, good. Dream big, start really, really small. It's okay to have lofty goals, but if you have lofty goals, don't jump off a cliff for them. Learn how to parachute first. Does that make sense? So have big goals, but start small and be specific. So if you want to get, I want everybody to use my software platform, that's cool. Be specific, find a number and say, how much do I want by next month? And start small. Be okay with starting small. There will be a point in your marketing plan where you'll go from 5 customers, 5 users to 10,000 overnight. But it doesn't happen the first night. Dream big, start small, be specific, and stay scrappy, all right? Think of startup like the MMA, okay? You can't strategize for too long and you get punched in the face. Don't have like this analysis paralysis. I need a Facebook page, I need an Instagram, I need this, and that. Just start. The way you learn about your customer and the way you learn about your marketing strategy is by going out there and doing something. So even though you have goals, don't sit in the room with your goals. Go out and pursue them. Do something. Get 1 customer. I know you have a plan for 10,000, but get 1. Stay scrappy. Execute, execute, execute. Don't just plan. The third ingredient you need for an amazing, magical, awesome marketing strategy is a target audience. Who are you selling to? Who are you marketing to? Now, there's 3 target audiences you can break this down into for startups. Customers give you money. Users use your product or service. And decision makers tell both what to do when they usually listen. So, if you want money, who do you market to? Customers. If you want somebody to use your product or service, who are you going to market to? Okay, thank you very much. High five. Come on, I need some audience participation here. All right, so we got users. Now, if you want them to do what you want, but you can't reach them, who are you gonna talk to? Decision makers, that's right. Now think about this. Facebook, who is their customers?
Their business.
Advertisers. That's why they changed those privacy settings without asking you, because they don't care. I mean, they do because they don't want you to leave their platform, but you're not giving them money. So it doesn't really matter if they change the privacy settings. They're building their plan for advertisers because advertisers give them money. Who are their users? Us. So they build certain things around us, and then there's decision makers as well. So when you're doing your marketing strategy, think about it. Am I trying to get some money? Okay, then I'm marketing the customers. So if you're doing like a mobile app and your app users aren't paying for it, then you need to start building your app for customers and marketing maybe to users to get on it. But you have to keep that in mind. You have to understand that distinction. There's customers, users, and decision makers. Now, channels. Channels is the fourth ingredient, and channels are basically where you find your target market, your customers, your users, and key decision makers, right? So everybody comes to me and like, yo, Falade. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, how you doing? I'm great, thank you for asking. Like, I had a little rough day. Like, it's okay, they give me a hug. The conversation goes on from that, right? And they say, I'm building a Facebook page, and I say, why? I'm like, they say, you need a Facebook page. I said, okay, so where are your customers? And they're like, I'm like, if they're not on Facebook, why do you have a Facebook page? If they're not on Twitter, then why do you have a Twitter page? If they're not following you, then what's the purpose of starting a Facebook or Twitter? Find out where your customers are there and go meet them. What Facebook page are they on? Maybe your Facebook page, maybe your Facebook profile is not a voice on that page. What Twitter person are they following? What blogs do they read? What forums do they talk in? Go there. Don't just build this website and build these social media profiles when nobody's there to listen. Your goals will give your marketing strategy direction. Your target will give your marketing strategy focus, and your channels will shape it. So if you're going to a convention, an expo, you need to shape your marketing strategy around the convention, around the expo, around the trade show. If your target market is going to be there, then don't create a Facebook page right now. Worry about some brochures. Worry about tabling. Does that make sense? Your channels is very important. Your channels will shape how you put your marketing strategy together. So you got your goals, they'll give it direction. Your target, they'll give it focus. Channels will shape it. Then you got your value. Your value gives your marketing strategy strength. The reason being is because people don't buy products, they buy value to them. So, to give you an example, people don't buy mops, they buy clean linoleum tile wood floors. They're not buying it because it's an awesome mop, they're buying it because they have a dirty floor. So when you sell your product or your service or you're marketing anything, people are not buying that thing. They're buying the value that it provides. Did anybody see the Swiffer commercial? Raise hands. Yeah. Stretch. Okay, I like that. What floor are they cleaning? Wood. They didn't put a Swiffer on a rug and were like, this is our commercial, look at our amazing product. No. They were highlighting the solution, the value to you. You could care less if it's pink, or well, you could care if it's pink, red, whatever. But it's really about, does this clean my floors? If it does, I'm gonna buy it. So remember that value is only provided when there's a specific pain, problem, or opportunity for a specific target market. Remember, people are not buying products, they're buying value. And value is only provided when there's a pain, problem, or opportunity. Swiffer. I only buy Swiffer when I have a dirty floor. I don't buy Swiffer when I have a dirty rug. In a dirty rug situation, Swiffer is of no value to me. Does that make sense? And so your product has value to a specific person in a specific scenario with a specific pain, problem, or opportunity. And you have to discover that. So ask yourself, with your product, with your marketing strategy, with whatever you have, what specific pain do you relieve? What specific problem do you solve? And what specific opportunity do you meet? Now, I have to take a break right here because you have like luxury products and art, and nobody is like bleeding internally. I don't have a Mona Lisa. I'm going to die if I don't have. Nobody's dying, and there's no real pain for that. But if I'm selling fashion for Kim K, right? Some people want to be just like Kim K. And so even though my fashion doesn't really solve world hunger, it's addressing a specific pain, problem, or opportunity. I want to be like Kim K. They show me fashion so I can be like Kim K. That's a specific opportunity for me. So your value doesn't have to always be world changing. It can sometimes be arbitrary. Like would you like a leather skirt from Kim K?
Love more.
Okay, so you're gonna be difficult. All right. No, I don't. There's no value there. There's no value there. Now, would you guys love a leather skirt from Kim K? Value there. So you see how my marketing planning is changing now? So your product, no matter what it is, has specific pain, problem, or opportunity for a specific person. And you have to discover that. Without that connection, my product to a specific person, to a specific scenario, to their pain, problem, or opportunity, you have a cool product, but it won't sell anywhere. It won't sell anything. So connect that. Ask yourself, what specific pain do you relieve? Problem do you solve? Or opportunity do you meet? And then specify for whom. Who is it? All right? Goals give your marketing strategy direction. Target focuses it, channels shape it, and value strengthen it. Market the value, not the product. If you take anything away from today, remember to market the value and not your product. People that market the product are always in the game of promoting features. Windows phones. People that market the value just say we have a new phone. They're marketing the value. For some reason, they made it up. They made it up. For some reason, I believe I need a touchscreen phone so I can play Angry Birds. I believe that now. And if I wake up and my phone right now is cracked, I had to fight with the Hulk, so I cried. I stuffed him inside the head, stuffed in my shoes. I had to fight him, blah, blah. He cried. He's a little punk. Whatever, right? We don't talk anymore. He broke my phone. Right now, this is traumatizing for me. I feel it's like I'm less of an American because this phone is broken. For some reason, the value of this phone is high for me, and they market the value. I am an iPhone user. Okay? I'm better than all Android users out there. And if you challenge me to a duel, I will simply turn on my flashlight and blind you. That's how I feel. And they market that. They make you feel special. They're not marketing the features all the time. They're marketing value. Now, you have a question for me.
So it's like Apple, the tablets, you don't necessarily need it.
The tablets?
Yeah, like you don't really need it, and yet you kind of how do you make people actually figure out they actually should get it.
So that's okay. So one, people that have the ability to turn a luxury item or something random into a necessity are like geniuses. That is specific talent and skill that I have not even mastered yet. When you can turn something random into I need it, I want it, is not a part of my life. That's a very specific marketing strategies. I'm not there yet, but I will tell you that, and I want to be there yet. I'm looking for a mentor to teach me how to turn like a paper cloth into $1 million. Because people literally can do that. It's our phone that's like custom made, handmade in England. A phone, not touchscreen, has buttons. It's like 75 grand.
Yeah,
and people buy it. So being able to do that is specific. That's more like a mental, spiritual, soulish thing. No, literally, like art is not like my affinity for art is not a specific tangible thing that I can quantify. That's an intangible desire. That's what I do. But I do know that in their commercials, there are specific uses for a tablet. They do promote the uses, the value in certain scenarios for the tablet.
The new Windows one for college students, like they're choosing to be like, this is the best tablet to go from writing a paper and it saves it on the go. Like that's like you come with the features, but in that way though, it's like if this bothers you, this is a good feature for you. Right.
Yes. So you put it in scenarios. Now at the end of the marketing strategy, realize you have to have a good product. You have to have a good product. No amount of marketing can hide a crappy product. It may make you buy it, but you'll never refer it to your friends and you'll never use it again. Because then if I bought something, you were like, wow, I will never purchase it. Great marketing, great product design, but just horrible product. So even though I'm showing you all this about marketing, this is not like a magic elixir, which will turn your product. If you have a bad product, you have a bad product. I had a student come in, he's like, so, I just reached 100K in revenue, 80K in profit. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, right? He's horrible at marketing, horrible at marketing. There's another company in the same exact field as him that's amazing at marketing bad product. So the first one has an amazing product, horrible at marketing. The other guy has beautiful marketing, a terrible product, like it breaks in your hand. The guy with the good product is taking market share from the guy with great marketing. And the guy with great marketing is trying to buy. He's like, I just want to buy everything because you have the greatest product. So if you have a good product, it can make up for a lot of stuff. It really can. Marketing can't always make up for a bad product. So focus on your product, or service. Be excellent in that, and then find somebody that knows how to do the bells and whistles, or you can learn it yourself. But make sure you have a good product. Okay, those are your ingredients. There's 5 ingredients. Your identity, who you are, what you sell, why you exist, your brand, your mission statement, your goals. Be specific, dream big, start small, stay scrappy. Target, who you selling to? Customers, users, decision makers, channels. Where is your target market? Where they are, go find them. They don't have a Facebook, don't create a Facebook. Channel shape and your value. People don't buy products, they buy value. Your value will strengthen your marketing strategy. Now, after you have your ingredients, okay, sitting by the kitchen, peppers, onions, chipotle peppers, you got salt peppers, collard greens, you got the rice, you got all that good stuff, right? Now it's time to put it together. You need some steps. You guys have some sequencing, right? I'm going to give you the sequencing. I'm going to give it to you fast, real quick, and then I'm going to give you a metaphor, and I'm going to give you a business metaphor so you'll understand it. So just bear with me. There's 8 different steps after you have your ingredients to put together any marketing strategy. The first step is figure out where your target market is. Find them, locate them. The second step is discover what they want. Learn about their pain, their problem, their opportunity. Then decide what you want. Okay, I'm learning about you because I want to sell you something. I want to sell you this, I want this much money back. Figure that out. Then script what you're going to say. Scripting is when you create the graphics. That's when you create the Facebook page. That's when you do all of this. Now remember, cooking and marketing are different. Cooking, you have to have all your ingredients all at the same time. Marketing, you don't. You can start some of this and begin seasoning to taste. You can figure out some of these things as you go. This is just if you start from scratch. Script what you're going to say. That's writing your words, that's the Facebook page, that's the email list, that's the website. Then meet them where they are. Go to where they are, market where they are. Say exactly what you scripted. If you wrote a biography about your business, send it to them. If you have a tweet, post it. And after you post it, learn about them some more, ask for what you want, and you repeat. So, for all the guys here, girls, you can laugh because this will be slightly comical. I'm gonna give it to you in a metaphor. Figure out where the cute girl sits in class. Discover what she wants. She missed yesterday's class. She may want notes. Yeah, don't stop on Facebook, that's illegal. Next, decide what you want. You may want her number. There you go. Script what you're going to say. Hello, my name is Bill. Okay? Meet them where they are. Don't sit next to her, that's creepy. 3 rows to the side. Okay? It's natural. Sit there. Then you say what you scripted. Hi. Hello, how are you? I saw that you missed last class. Do you need the notes? I conveniently copied them all. I have this right calculated, highlights, Talk to her, learn some information, ask her what you want. Do you want to study later in the library? I'm really studious. And you repeat. Okay, now that may not work with girls. Don't take my word for that one. But this is how you do it in marketing. Figure out where your customer is. Discover their pain, problem, or opportunity. Decide what you want. I want to sell them something. I want their emails. I want their Facebook followers. I want them to show up at my event. Then script what you're going to say. Write it out. Begin creating the plan of what you're going to say, what you're going to do. Then you meet them where they are. If they're on Facebook, you get that Facebook page. They're on that group, go to that Facebook group. And then say exactly what you plan to say. Sometimes you can freestyle it. Freestyle it if you want. But go where they are and say what you scripted. Then ask for what you want after you learn about their pain. Yo, I found out you guys love events. We have an amazing event, just like the one you love. And then you repeat, you measure and you repeat. That is your marketing steps. Now, when you go and talk to somebody, and I can attest, well, maybe the girls can attest, walking up to a girl and saying, hey, can I have your number? Is not going to work. And neither is walking up to a customer and saying, hey, can I have your money? It's not gonna work. So there's a script. So when you meet them where they are and you write your script, it's like a little bare bones script. So you guys don't go out there and scare your customers away or your future wife. You know, I don't want you to be lonely forever, okay? So the first one is you show interest. Hey, I see that you need a good, better profile picture, and I see that you're pursuing a job. Hey, I like your earrings. Super simple, right? You learn about your customer. Just learn about them. Hey, what do you like? What are your hobbies? Learn about the girl. Ask her what are her hobbies. Don't just talk about you. Don't listen. Listen. Be a good listener. Then you highlight your benefits. Oh, you like knitting and cats and fashion and crocheting? So do I. I actually kayak while I knit and pet my cat and crochet. Highlight the benefits. Then you propose your solution. This is when you begin to sell. Your solution is not the first thing you say. The first thing you say is, hey, how are you? And you learn about them. Then after you learn about them, highlight the benefits. Say how, oh, you believe in saving the world, so do I. Have you ever seen companies like that? You believe in green, so do we. You're highlighting benefits. They're not talking about the product, you're highlighting benefits. And then after you highlight benefits, you propose the solution. Oh, you like cats that knit and crochet while you're kayaking? Did you know that there's a fashion show tomorrow with cats and kayaking? I'm going. Do you want to go? You proposed your solution. Hey, you propose your solution. Hey, you like green? Did you know that our new Swiffer is 75% less likely to kill koala bears in Alaska? Oh my gosh, here's our solution. Then you ask for what you want. Asking is the last thing you do. You ask, do you want to buy this koala saving Swiffer things right now? If you act now for $29.95, we'll throw in a free spatula. Learn about them, then repeat. You show interest, you learn about them, you highlight the benefits, you propose your solution, then you ask. That's marketing. The reason I use the asking out metaphor, because it's humorous and it easily packages it. Don't use this for real life. I don't have any tests to see whether that actually works outside with women. So if you're lonely forever, don't blame me. But that's marketing. That's marketing in a bare nutshell. Any questions? None whatsoever. Does anybody want to run through their particular business idea and get a bare bones marketing strategy together? Did I bore you guys?
I have a small question. So
Okay.
it's about I think a week ago I was watching a movie about magicians.
Okay.
So, and the idea is to redirect the attention so that illusion can appear.
Okay.
So in a way, kind of redirecting to get the money. Because you still in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I want to ask you for your money, but you care about me. And it's not about me. Okay, so business and marketing is not about your company. It's not about your product. It's not about your solution. It's about the customer. So when I come to you, have you ever walked into somewhere with poor customer service? You're like, I'm not purchasing anything from this place. They may have had great products, but he's like Starbucks. And for some reason, he hates Starbucks. I think Starbucks is like, I like it, my bad. So, poor customer service, so they don't care about you. And when people don't care about you, you don't want to spend money with them because you value your money. So in marketing, if you don't show that you know your customer, that you care about them, at least about their pain, problem, opportunity, or how you can service them, then it's kind of hard. You're basically just a mean person trying to sell them something. And so it's not really deception or misdirection, it's just showing you care. I care about you to the point that I know that you want this type of shirt, or this type of skirt, or this type of machine for your business, or this. I care about you. I want to solve your problems. If I came with you, I just want to get you pure A's. Give me $10 an hour to tutor you. But I'm going to get you all A's. I want to graduate. I want you to graduate. I want to see you a success. I do this because I want to see you a success. You want to give me $10? You're like, geez, this guy's a wonderful person. He wants to help me out. No, I have bills to pay. That's why I'm doing this. But I'm showing you I care. And so that's kind of marketing. When you care, you learn about people first. You listen more than you talk.
Mine falls under the opportunity
Nice.
side. It's going to events, so it's going to debut during Miami Music Week in March.
Dope.
So record labels throw these parties, and I'm going to reach out to the decision makers of the marketing department for these events and offer my service, which is a sponsorship seeking service.
Okay.
So they don't plan on, I'm gonna obviously prospect and know who has sponsors and who doesn't. For those who don't, that's what I do. So go to them and propose my service to connect them, to connect sponsors to their event.
Okay.
So ultimately, the customer would be the sponsors because they're the ones paying. I'm not gonna charge a fee
Right.
because I'll take a percentage out of the profit.
Right. So your question was?
Well, you said someone share your idea. Not
Oh,
your idea.
okay.
It's more than an idea.
Okay,
but
so
share your
okay.
model.
So so when you go out there, you need users, which will be the club, the promoters, right? Or the what are they called? The people throwing the parties.
Yeah, the marketing development
I'm so
department.
old. I don't know what parties are.
They're promoters.
How they're parties?
Promoters.
Promoters, right? Good promoters are your users. You have to satisfy them in some respect. They would keep partners. Your customers will be the advertisers. So you have to tailor your business around your customers. They're going to really tell you how to shape your business because they're going to give you money. So you have to tailor it around your users as well. Your marketing for them will be different. So you should have the same product. There's one way I market to get promotions, and there's one way that I market to get club promoters. When you go to them, remember, you learn about what promoters want, club promoters want. What do you want from this? Before you propose your solution. Because what may work for the customers, for your advertisers, what may work for them may not fit for what works. So you have to find that happy medium. But learn about what they want first, learn about what they need, what it takes to satisfy them, and you create your solution. So when you go in there, you contact them. Don't contact 5 at once. This is just to do what you want. Because you're the CEO. Don't contact 5 as one. Contact 1 and try to figure it out and work through your, because you're probably gonna mess up the first time. You haven't done it before. You're gonna have to innovate. So contact 1, see how that goes, and then when you contact the second one, you have more to learn from. Then you contact 3 at a time. So that's what I would say. I don't know if you guys want to ask. Anybody else? Yes.
I have a question about a general marketing segment.
Okay.
I've noticed that certain vendors or people during market day will sometimes offer a free product if you follow or like the page.
Okay.
Or do something specific. How do you feel that works on a grand scale? Do you think basically twisting someone's arm to like the page and give them a free thing kind of works in some ways?
For Facebook, no, because Facebook limits reach unless you pay. So getting people on your Facebook, you start only reaching like 1% of your target audience. Just because of the new Facebook app, whatever they did, because their customers are advertising, they want you to spend it. This is how I look at it. A list is the most important thing you have. A list is either emails, a list is just a number of people that you can contact that are interested in your product. You want to think about the quality of your list. So if I have a bunch of people following me for something free, that's why they follow me. They're not necessarily interested in my product. So think about your goals. What is your goal? If your goals is to have a huge number to look impressive online, that's okay. If your goals is to actually convert into sales, it may not work because that's not a good list. Because some people that want free stuff, not your product. Does that make sense? So when you're building your Twitter following, that's why people say I'm not going to buy Twitter followers. Because I have 1 million followers, the quality is really poor. Because none of them are interested in my product. So you can do it. It's not a bad strategy. It works. We've done it before. We're doing it again. But I can tell you the list that we built by giving something free away, we get unsubscriptions every single time we email them. Every single time. Our other list, which is a true list of individuals who love the Launchpad, coming for coaching, we can email them 18 times a week and they won't unsubscribe. I don't get it. They just will not unsubscribe. So depends on what your goals are. It's not bad. Feel free to amass your followings like that. There will be a certain percentage of people that are interested. It expands reach, so if they share something and reshare something, you can use a 10,000 non-qualified list. Like, you have 10,000 followers, and you can still try to use that. But you just have to keep in mind, am I building a qualified list? Maybe give away free stuff to people interested. So now you're enticing people interested to do more, rather than enticing somebody not even in your target demographic to do something. So it's up to you. It's not a bad technique, but you need to know the difference between a qualified list and an unqualified list, between a good and a bad list. And a good list is like worth gold. If you have, good list is worth gold. People buy email lists. They buy and sell email lists. That's why you get emails from random people. They're buying and selling it because it's valuable. And email is the most powerful list you can build. Most powerful, getting emails. Emails, phone numbers built, but emails are one of the most powerful ways to get it straight to you. I don't have to worry about Facebook or Twitter changing their policy and I can't reach you. So.
Similar to the email list, so the project I'm working on is an online platform, and I'm talking to, the customers that I feel are going to be using it, but it's, even when I get the data, it's a big project, it's an online project, so I can only do a prototype. So, say I'm building a landing page and saying why only, like interested and so on, and use this data to attract, say, angel investors. I mean, since it is a big project, is that something you?
So you're saying that you put up a landing page, you collect invite only, and then you say, hey, I have 10,000 people that want to use this.
Yes.
You investors want this. Okay, so, am I an investor?
Are you an investor? Yes.
I am.
Well,
I didn't know that.
well, as a user.
I'm a user, but you're talking about investors to give you like $1 million to grow it. Okay. So, here we go. Let's go to, so I'm teaching this so you know how to think through your own marketing strategies. Each and every single one of these ingredients and every single one of these steps could have like a class on that, right? That's why I didn't get into like showing you how to use Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, email marketing. Like those are classes by themselves. I'm showing you a map, a roadmap, so you know where to go. All right. So let's look at the steps for this one. Figure out where your target market is. Investors, pick one. Which one do you want to go after? Don't say I'm attracting investors. Which one do you want to attract? Right? Discover what they want. Some investors that you want to get may not care about 10,000 people signing up saying they want to. They may say we need 1 million. So if you didn't know that and you built your landing page, you built your marketing plan, and you wanted to get investor Stefan, and he said, I need 1 million, you got 10,000, you never found out what I want, I'm not investing in you because you don't have the validation I need. Some investors may not care. They may like, all I need to see is a prototype and some sales. I can scale the rest. So you figure out where your target market is, and you discover what they want. You don't make a marketing strategy because you said, I want to get investors. Remember your goals? You said, my target is investors. You don't build a marketing plan and a web page separate from your target. I'm not saying you have to copy how other people do it. I'm saying at least keep in mind who you're talking to. So, I don't know if I want to tell that story. Tell it. Okay, we have to know. So there's this is embarrassing. Oh my God. So I thought I was like the bee's knees, right? And I was like, man, I'm gonna act out a girl. I'm just gonna get her number and go on a date because I'm awesome. I'm wearing my nice clothes today, yeah, right? And so I had like this like go-to like date idea. And I was like using over and over again, and I kept on getting no and no and no. I'm like, this is a dope data idea. It was you can see the fireworks at Boardwalk. It's like a huge lake at Disney, and there's like fireworks. You can watch a movie on the beach and like grab some food and walk around this huge lake next to Avatar and catch the Magic Kingdom fireworks and that. I'm like, this is dope. I'm like, who's gonna say no to fireworks at Disney, right? And then a good friend was like, yo, Falade, calm down. I'm like, what? I'm a G. And he's like, if they don't like fireworks and they just like quiet dinners, why are you guys leaving Disney? And I'm like, dang it! Why didn't I just figure that out? It's like, how don't you learn about them first? Discover what they like, and if they say mountain climbing, get in shape and go mountain climbing. If they say kayaking, get in shape and go kayaking. They say like the stuff that plays with food, get out of shape and stuff that plays with food. But don't be throwing Disney at people that don't like Disney. So you have your idea of what, it may be an amazing strategy. Like, come on, fireworks, Disney, I'm still not, I still think that's awesome. Still, I'll go there by myself. Okay, take myself on a date. I don't care. But I'm not gonna propose that to somebody that they don't want that. Even though it's awesome, even though for $1 million they do fireworks and there's water and there's sand. There's limited edition Disney movies that you can watch. You know the Robin Hood movie with Fox? It's that one. The classic, right? Who cares? Frozen was playing too, right? Who cares? If that's not what they want, that's not what they're looking for, then why are you building it? So my first question to you is, what target market are you going after? What investor? And what do they want? Now, if you're going after investment, if you just want to build it, then build it. I'm not saying that you have to plan before you act. If you want to act, act. Figure it out afterwards. I told you, it's season to taste as you cook your market. But if you have a specific target market in mind, build it with them in mind. I mean, yeah, build it with them in mind. So that's what I would say. Get a list of investors you want to go after. Be open that others may come along. And then say, okay, what do normal investors look for? Go ask an investor, well, how much validation do I need? And then you start building around that. Oh, you need 10 million users? I'm getting 10 million users.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So you say to build it with your target market in mind and identify a problem or an issue. What if you've been realizing that your target market doesn't really necessarily know that there is an issue? What do? You introduce them to the issue and then introduce your solution, or what?
Okay, so Henry Ford, I think, said it. Somebody said, if I asked my customers what they wanted, they would say a faster horse instead of a car. So there is a point where you're just like, you're like, whatever, you guys need this, I'm gonna make it. There is a point where you get to be that person. That's called innovation. The iPhone. Like, you're allowed to just say, I'm gonna make it. Everybody needs it. The guy with the shopping cart, he actually, when people bought it, women at that time, I don't know where I read this, women said it embarrassed them because it said that they weren't able to carry shopping bags around the shopping cart, around the shopping store. They were like, no, we're not gonna use that because it offends us. And it says that we're weak. Now, we're like, what? But when he made it, nobody wanted to use it. So what he did? He hired people for 3 years to push shopping carts around around grocery stores until people thought it was normal. And then next thing you know, everybody's using it. Now we're like, what? I wouldn't dare carry anything in my hand. This is a first world country, 21st century, first world problems, you know? So there is a point in time where you're just like, you guys don't know what you want, I'm gonna be an innovator. But he solved this specific pain problem opportunity that he solved. When you grocery shop for a lot of stuff, there has to be a way to carry everything. He was still connected to a specific pain problem opportunity. So they may not, if they don't think they want it, then you better make sure they need it. So if they say, I don't think I want this, okay, then it better be useful. Like, nobody was saying before Tylenol was made, I wish I have a pill that I can pop that's not illegal, that makes my headache go away. All they were thinking was, I hope my headache goes away. They made Tylenol, introduced it, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love Tylenol, don't take it alcohol. Right? So, you do have license as a human being to innovate away from people's, oh, I want it. No, I'm gonna tell you what you want, you don't want it. You do have license to do that. But when you do that, you better be sure it's an awesome product and it solves a real problem, pain, or opportunity. Like, no Nobody right now is thinking, I want the newest fashion from the celebrity 5 years from now. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's like, the person who makes a movie 5 years from now and gets, wait, Emmy movies?
No.
What's Grammys?
Oscars.
Oscars, see? Whatever. Nobody's thinking, the person who wins the Oscars 5 years from now, I want their fashion line. Nobody's thinking that. Nobody's thinking that right now. Perfectly fine though. When that person wins 5 years from now, I'll make their fashion line. You know? So it's okay to do that. But you have to know, or at least have, that's where faith comes in. You have to have enough faith to just know. They need this, they will want this product. That's a real pain problem and opportunity. And that's where you have to be the one that believes in your product. Don't get so, like, take their feedback. Do take their feedback. But you can feel free to discount it. You have the right to do that.
So John Rivers was here last week, well, actually this week, and then we had Dean last week, the week before, and they talked about building marketing into your products. Can you talk about things like tips for that, so that people share it?
So that's where you go down the value. So when you're building your brand, when students come into the Maxwell Launch, one of the coaches here, we help students launch businesses, products, blogs, fashion lines, design. That's what we do here. Who here has had a coaching appointment through the Launchpad? Bam. So if you did not raise your hand, see me afterwards or see Isaiah back there, he'll make sure you get a coaching appointment. But when students come in, the first thing I tell them, their idea, their product, their business, is I talk about some things and I'm like, what value is there for your product? And I'm like, they're like, this is okay, that's okay. So what is the value for who? Go find it out. What do they want? You start building into it exactly what they want. You start building it in. You start building into the product. Stainless steel. That's the next marketing catchphrase. I was going to use aluminum. How would you stainless steel? But it's sandwich nice. Stainless steel, right? Never will rust. Or it can work as aluminum. And the product could probably work with aluminum. But no, it's sapphire glass over the phone. Oh, Gorilla Glass over the phone. Oh my God, Gorilla Glass? The gorillas make it. Where did they make it? Oh my gosh. Right? So strong, a gorilla can't break it. So we go get a gorilla to test it until one gorilla can't break it. Now it's built into the product. So strong, a gorilla can't break it. Really, it's just glass. Now, I don't know if Gorilla Glass can't be broken by Gorilla, but really, it's just glass. At the end of the day, it's glass. I'm telling you, this was not sapphire glass. It was just glass, right? It was just glass. But now I'm taking extra efforts so that when I'm making this product, I'm keeping in mind, what are the catchphrases I can use for this? What added ingredients, what features do I need to add that makes this awesome? There's this one guy that built a product. I think it's the highest grossing product on Kickstarter. It's a stereo cooler. It's a stereo cooler, a bottle opener. That is pure building value and marketability into a product. He took a cooler and added a stereo, an iPad dock, and a USB charger, all that, and a bottle opener, and just, but like, that's wonderful marketing. That's a marketing, like marketer's dream. I started writing. We did it last year. It was supposed to be an entrepreneurship expo. I'm like, that's boring. What is the one thing in there that students want? Candy. So I said, okay, this is UCF's largest trick-or-treating event ever. So now we have 20,000 pieces of candy coming, 2,000 pieces of pizza, an iPad mini given away. It's all about entrepreneurship, but I'm marketing to students. 20,000 pieces of candy, UCF's largest trick-or-treating event ever. Who doesn't want that? And if you give me your email, you get a bigger bag. That's just building marketing into an event. They literally bought candy so I can say 20,000 pieces of candy. That has nothing to do with entrepreneurship. But so building it in just so you can say it. That's the point. That's building marketability into a product. The super key example is after Twilight came out, favorite book series ever. Okay, what team are you? What team are you? And who? Okay. Whatever. So after Twilight came out, all these books, Werewolves, True Blood, they built marketing. Oh, we're gonna ride the Twilight train and have nothing but vampires and werewolves in the story. The entire bad TV series and bad books that came after that is pure building marketability into the product. Everybody loves werewolves right now. I'm talking about werewolves. That's what marketing it is. It's taking what people want, desire, what's cool, and intentionally putting it in your product so you can market it. Building it in just so you can say it.
Would you consider creating YouTube videos and as a good marketing strategy?
Figure out what your target market is. Decide what they want. Decide what you want. Script what you're gonna say. All right. That comes after this. It's worked before, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's worked before, so I can't say yes or no. It's worked before. But your number one thing is, before you start figuring out how do I do videography, and how do I make these cool transitions, and how do I market my YouTube page? Remember, if you have no followers, it doesn't work. So you have to max followers somewhere. Figure out what your target market is. Connect your strategies to a goal. That's what I'm saying. That you went straight to channels, and it went identity, goals, target, channels, value. Channels was 4. Identity, target. Identity, goals. What's your goals? Who's your target? What channels are they at? Now, again, if you're like, bump the norm, I'm an innovator, I'm the female Steve Jobs, then do it. Do you, boo-boo. I'm not gonna hate on you, but you have to understand that when you break away from the norm, have some faith and have something to stand on. But if you're just breaking away the norm because you think it's cool, any more questions? Sorry, I'm saying one more thing. When you build marketability into a product, don't get cheesy. So you can build it like too much into a product. Like you can just be gimmicky. Like, oh yeah, we have a Kanye West wearing a shirt of Kanye West wearing a shirt, or Kanye West wearing a shirt on our new shovel. What? What? Huh? That's why it doesn't make sense. So yeah, we have a new shovel. Just Edward Norton shovels. What? It just sometimes you can build marketability into a product and it just gets ridiculous. So don't do that. It's a fine line. I don't know how to define how you don't cross it, but that's that. Yes.
Do you recommend any books or anything on marketing that you can help?
Any books? I actually don't know how to read. So start with The Why by Simon Sinek is dope. It gives your business purpose. Start with The Why.
The name is Start with the Why. Are you saying
Start with The Why? It's the name of the book. WHY. Start with The Why.
Wait, the name
is the why,
or the name
parentheses,
is
Start with a Y.
Oh, start with it. That's the name.
Yeah, start with Y.
Yeah.
Simon, huh?
Simon Sinek. SINEK.
There you go. Other than that, showing you guys how much I don't read some of the top leaders. Tribe is dope, I guess. At the end of the day, you want to be that person. Theory is great. Theory is wonderful. Theory is great. But those who get out and execute rewrite theories. So theory is wonderful. Don't get all you can. But when you start actually doing it, you will rewrite books. Be the person that rewrites books, not the person that reads all these books and recommends them. Write your own on how to achieve in your market, then recommend that. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Blackstone Lifestyle. Thank you guys for coming out. Give me a round of applause. Thank you. Very nice. All right, so if you want free startup consulting, please say I see Isaiah in the back. He will sign you up. Say, hey, Isaiah.
Hey, Isaiah.
Okay, say it with a British accent. Hello, Isaiah. Yeah, right. All right. If you would like to sign up for the newsletter to find out more events just like this, see Phil in the back. Say, what's up, Phil?
What's good?
Okay, what's good? Okay, now, we have a tradition at the end of every single Blackstone Launchpad event. This tradition was invented in 1943 by Maribel Roosevelt and E.T. when he came from the moon. We all stand up. Cut the tradition out. We all stand up. Okay? The person in the front dances. Oh, some of you guys know this tradition. We head to the front and we take an awesome Instagram picture. This was invented by Maribel Roosevelt in 1944. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that was discovered in archaeology. There was tablets in Egypt with people doing this on it. So it's starting to get gimmicky. It's starting to get gimmicky? It is? Well, you know what? It worked. That's up here. So let's just enjoy it.
Just get as much as possible.
Do our shoulders have to touch?
Yes.
Okay, shoulders must touch, everybody. Man, it's not good enough. Okay. Oh, do I need to be somewhere?
You need to be a little bit centered. Yeah.
Okay, I will be centered. This is what happens.
There we go. Like this. 1, 2, 3.
Now we're doing.
Let's do one more.
What are we doing?
All right, we're gonna do Superman pose.
Superman pose. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the Superman pose.
Guys,
Come on, guys. Yeah.
Recognizable figure.
Yeah, right.
You guys know what you're doing. All right, there it is. 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Very nice. Thank you guys very much. Woo! There you go. There you go.
Is anybody not on the newsletter? You want to find out about events that are happening?
Isaiah.
How did you find out about this event?
Newsletter. And I just walked by.
Yeah.
I've been on the
Are you ready?
Making web app.
Yeah.
It's more fun. But no, right now it's just kind of one service. It'll eventually go up there. WordPress, content management on websites. You set WordPress that like if you want to learn it, then yeah, it's YouTube. But it's also
Hey, I gotta head out. Do we stop the broadcast? Good countdown? Love you. How many?